Let's pay homage to the Buddha, fully enlightened one. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Yesterday, we stopped the fourth question. It is giving what does one give sight? The Buddha answers, giving a land, one gives sight. So, to be able to give sight, you must give candles, touch lights, electric lights, other lights, which makes things visible for those who need light. The last question, or the Deva's fifth question is, who is the giver of all? Our Buddha answered, the one who gives the residence is the giver of all. Why? Because after going for rounds, we feel tired and weak. But when we return, take a drink of water, have a shower and enter a bathing where we can take rest, we feel safe as well as fresh and strong. So by giving a residence, one gives strength. What is the main cause that gives strength? You remember? Food. So now, giving a residence also can give strength. So, Rupatiti Rupan. These are the words from the Visuddhimagga. They mean our body is always changing because of heat or cold. However we care our body, however we support our body, so this body always changing because of heat, because of cold, because of food, because of mind all the time. For instance, when we go outside, we are exposed to the weather. Our appearance can be blemished by blistering sunlight or by dusty, windy weather. After coming back inside, however, we can clean up, take rest, and quickly regain our appearance and our complexion. So by giving a residence, one also gave beauty. So the second question that Deva asked the Buddha, giving what does one give beauty? Buddha answer, giving clothes, one gives beauty. Here too, by giving a residence, one can give beauty too. Moreover, for those of us who wander outside, or for anyone who walks outside, the bites of mosquitoes, snakes, scorpions, centipedes, and other dangerous insects, an ever-present threat. But for those who live in the city, maybe this is not clear to them. But for us, those who live in the forest, especially in our country, we live in the forest and there is mosquitoes, snakes, scorpions, centipedes, and other dangerous insects. There we live, and we also let live them. When we went to Singapore, I don't see mosquitoes. Even when I went to the botanical garden, no mosquitoes bite me. There are many bushes, but there is no mosquitoes. Why, do you know? They spray. Every week I think the whole country they do this. The country becomes beautiful and no mosquito because, however, it is an act of killing. But if you go to Pa-Auk, sure you will get bite of mosquito. So we have to sit in the mosquito net. We have to live in the mosquito net too. If you want to know more about Pa-Auk, you can ask Xiaoling Sunim. So you must be more patient. This is the life of ordained people. So now you see, for those of us who wander in the forest, so the bites of mosquitoes, snakes, scorpions, centipedes, and other dangerous insects is ever present. Because of this reason, our Buddha instructs all the bhikkhu who live in the forest to recite one of the protection sutta, protection prita, kanda prita we call it. We all recite this prita every morning. Every time we remember, it becomes our protection. One time, Korean Mayanat Sami, the one who lived in Pa-Auk, one time the snake was in her room. She was so frightened. So maybe I think for 2 days she cannot comfort her mind. She's very afraid of it. But for us it is normal. So every day now, evening time, I come here and I teach meditation practice, I interview. In Pa-Auk, from the upper monastery to the lower monastery, so 4 days a week I come down from the upper monastery to the lower monastery to teach lay women meditators. We meet snakes, we meet scorpions. They are our friends, but some they feel very afraid. But if we stay there longer time, it will become familiar. They don't bite us. If we don't do any harm, don't be afraid of hearing it. Okay? So we are at risk of coming down with malaria or other painful diseases if we are bitten. We also face the ongoing problem of protecting our feet from thorns growing on the roadways and pathways that we wander along. By dwelling in buildings or residences, though we are free from all these different types of danger, we are safe and at ease and have a place to study, learn or teach without having to worry about somewhere to live. So we can see that by giving a residence, our truly gives a gift of ease and well-being. In our monastery, we bhikkhu and laymen, meditators, foreigners and local, lay people, laymen, they live in the forest, upper monastery we call. But for lay women, they live in the lower monastery. It is not a forest. So the third question, giving what does one give ease? The Buddha answered, giving a vehicle one gives ease. So by giving a residence too, you can give of ease and well-being. In the same way, when we travel or go somewhere and it is hot and dusty outside, we often feel eye strain or eye irritation, which is a stingy and comfortable sensation. But by entering and resting in the protection of the dwelling, our eyes soon get back to normal and our eyesight clears up. So by giving a residence, you also see how one is giving the gift of sight. So the fourth question, giving what does one give sight? The Buddha answer, giving a land one gives sight. So here too, the Buddha answer, By giving a residence, we also give a gift of sight. Furthermore, when practicing serenity and insight meditation, samatha and vipassana, while sitting safely inside buildings and residences, meditators can penetrate the Dharma as they really are and to see Nibbana. So through the act of giving a residence, one is also providing a safe and clean environment in which to practice serenity and insight meditation. It is in order to know and see the Dharma as they really are and to see Nibbana. So before concluding my talk, I will quote the Vilama Sutta from Anguttara Nikaya. It is from chapter of 9. On one occasion, the Blessed One was dwelling at Savatthi in Jeta's group, Anatta Velika's monastery. At that time, Anatta Velika came to see the Blessed One. Having arrived, he paid homage to the Blessed One, sat down to one side, and the Blessed One asked him thus, Asoda, is alms given in your family? Yes, Buddha, it is given in my family. But it consists of a coarse mass of broken rice grains together with sour gruel. So the Buddha said, Asoda, whether one gives coarse alms or choice, if one gives casually, disrespectfully, without thought or interest, not with one's own hand, but gives as if throwing, and no view to karma and its result in the future. How does one give? If one gives casually, disrespectfully, without interest, when that giving bears fruit, the alms giver's mind will not turn to the enjoyment of excellent food, of fine clothing, of rich carriages, or to the enjoyment of five senses. You may notice in your surrounding, in your environment, some even they are very rich, their mind don't turn to the enjoyment of excellent food, of fine clothing, of rich carriages, and enjoyment of five senses too. Another result of giving casually, irrespectfully, without interest, it is one's sons and one's daughters, one's slaves, servants and workfolk will have no desire to listen to one, no desire to lend an ear, nor bring understanding to bear on what one says. Do you notice in your environment, some parents, they have sons and daughters, but their sons and daughters have no desire to listen to their parents. They have no desire to learn and hear, or nor bring understanding to bear on what they say. For what reason? Such is the result of deeds done casually. So we must give alms or whatever to receiver respectfully, caringly. So this is the words of the Buddha. Now we see one cause of taking little enjoyment in excellent food or fine clothing. We also see why sons, daughters, servants and others refuse to be obedient. This is karma and its result. The Buddha continued, but whether one gives cause alms or choice, Asoda, If one gives respectfully and considerately, after taking thought, with one's own hand, gives not like throwing, and with view to karma and its result in the future. How does one give? One gives respectfully, considerately, with one's own hand, gives not like throwing, with view to karma and its results. When that giving bears fruit, the almsgiver's mind will turn to the enjoyment of excellent food, of fine clothing, of valuable carriage, to the enjoyment of the excellence of the five senses. But however, if you enjoy the excellent food, so much also not good. So now Buddha said the one who gives respectfully, if such type of karma bears fruit, he will enjoy the excellent food in our life. Engaging with sensual pleasures, however, it is with greedy mind that we need to know our measure. We need to know the moderation too. For we ordained people, Buddha instruct us to reflect every morning before dawn, to reflect the purpose of eating, the purpose of taking medicine, purpose of living using the shelter, the purpose of using robes. For example, to reflect the food we eat, Buddha said, we eat the food not for beauty, just for prevention from old disease and new disease, and to be able to study Buddha's teaching and to be able to practice meditation. With this reflection, we should eat the food. Only then we can train our mind not to be greedy on what we receive from the donors. If we don't reflect this, so when we take food, when we eat our food, at that time we will be heedless, or we will be greedy on what we are eating. So this is the way we bhikkhu have to live our ordained life. So another result, the one who gives alms respectfully, when that karma gives results, one's sons, one's daughters, one's slaves, servants and workfolk will have the desire to listen to one, will lend an ear and bring understanding to bear on what one says. For what reason? Such is the result of deed done respectfully and considerately. So now we know what is the results that we encounter in life, difference from the way we offer food, respectfully, disrespectfully, considerately, or casually. For lay devotees, those who depends on their effort, they make their living by their effort, making money, collecting different types of sensuality, so they make their living. So sometimes it is not clear to their life, karma and its result, because they can make their effort at this present life. So we bhikkhu, we ordained bhikkhu, it is because of the gratitude of the Buddha. Our bodhisattva renounced the world, striving austerity practice, very severe practice for 6 years. He tried to find search for the truth. But that severe practice is not to see, to know the truth, that finally he gave up. Finally he chose a middle way. He developed concentration practicing Anapana. The foundation of our Buddha's enlightenment is Anapana meditation. Almost all the Buddha that already appear in the world, their foundation is Anapanasati. How fortunate we are, how great we are. We are practicing Anapana, the meditation object practiced by all the Buddha to be. Based on it, we practice. So, psychic meditation first, recollecting his many thousands eons past life. Practicing psychic meditation to descend to his past lives, many eons ago. Buddha. So, and then the right eye psychic power he also attained. And then he continued practice vipassana. Finally, he enlightened as the Buddha. And then he established the order of Sangha. So, because of this reason, we can ordain bhikkhu. At his time, those who heard his teaching, they understand that the teaching of the Buddha is so deep and profound, and very deep and profound, that it is impossible for them to penetrate this deep Dharma, staying in their home. Because of this reason, many emulate the Buddha, renouncing the houseful life, and they choose a homeless life. The appearing of the Buddha is for the benefit, for the welfare of many. The rising of the Buddha in the world is for the welfare, for the well-being of Brahma, celestial beings, and humans. Why did the Buddha establish the Sangha order? Buddha, he fulfilled the Bharami, it is to make himself enlightened, and to make others enlightened as he enlightened. So with this reason he fulfilled the Bharami. So after his enlightenment, he looked the world with his eyes. So there are many beings, there are many devas, Brahma, and humans, those who can attain Nibbana, who can make liberation. Those who got the opportunity to listen to Dharma, so because of their past Bharami, their mind inclined to enter the order of Sangha, renouncing their life, the world. So the purpose of establishing Sangha order is for those beings who want to make an end of suffering, who want to make liberation. It is the main reason why the Buddha established the Sangha order. Not for those who make their living as a monk without following his teaching. Ordaining as a bhikkhu is to do for the welfare of oneself and others. How can ordained persons, ordained bhikkhu, can do for the welfare of oneself and others? how can ordained bhikkhu can do for the welfare of oneself and others? So by practicing, firstly, very foundation, it is practicing morality. So a bhikkhu who practices morality purely, so he protects himself from falling into the fourfold states. Monastic rules or bhikkhu's rules, it is the true love of Buddha that the Buddha laid down the bhikkhu's rules to protect his sons, bhikkhus, not to encounter the danger in the fourfold states. Really, a bhikkhu who follow the Buddha, who live according to bhikkhu's rules, so they will not fall into the fourfold states. So this is the result we can attain by ordaining. But the one ordained bhikkhu who doesn't follow bhikkhu's rules, the life of bhikkhu, it is useless. If we choose ordained life, we should ask ourselves, can we live, or are you going to live according to the Buddha? Yes, I will. Okay, ordained. No, I can't. Better I don't. Okay, so this is the first reason why bhikkhu can do for the benefit of oneself and others.
Can or cannot?
Cannot?
Cannot or can.
This is the reason why we can do for the benefit of oneself and others by practicing sila. So, as you all know in my previous talk, maybe, so if a donor offers a receiver who is virtuous, so that karma will give great result. For this reason, the bhikkhu who is virtuous, so he can give good results for the donor, and he can do for the good of himself and others. At least a bhikkhu can practice morality, even though he cannot attain concentration. It is good enough for him to protect from falling to the fourfold states and to do for the good of others. So the one who is virtuous, if based on that virtuous, if he practice meditation, such as concentration practice, if he attain concentration to a certain level, he can do for the benefit of himself and he can do for the benefit of others more than just the virtuous one. According to the Buddha's teaching, if we can offer to the person who could attain absorption jhana concentration, so our offering will be better than just to whom we could practice morality. Because why I'm explaining this? Because I need to continue the Sutta. Because of this reason I am explaining all of you to make understand more clearly. So now you all have hearts. The one who gives respectfully, considerately, so when it gives its results, so Sons, daughters, they want to listen us. But those who don't give respectfully, casually, the results will be another. So concerning beneficial ways of giving, the Buddha continued his teaching. Concerning beneficial ways of giving, our Buddha continued his teaching. Long ago, there lived a Brahmin called Vilama. He gave very rich gifts such as these. He gave 84,000 golden bowls filled with silver. He gave 84,000 silver bowls filled with gold, and he gave 84,000 copper bowls filled with treasure and many other valuable things. Householder, perhaps you may think that maybe Vilama, the Brahmin, who made that very rich gift was someone else. Buddha said, but think not so, for it was I who at that time was Vilama, the Brahmin. It was I who made that very rich gift. But when the gift was given, householder, there was no one worthy to receive the gift. There was none to sanctify that gift. For though Brahman Vilama gave that very rich gift, greater would have been the fruit of that had he fed one person of right view, a stream enterer sort of honor. Though he gave that very rich gift, though he fed 100 persons of right view, stream enterer, great would be the fruit of that who fed one returner. Though he gave that very rich gift, though he fed 100 once returner, greater would be the fruit of that what he gave or what he fed to one non-returner. Though he gave that very rich gift, though he fed 100 non-returner, greater would be the fruit of that which he gave to an arahant. Though he gave that very rich gift, though he fed 100 arahants, greater would be the fruit of that which he gave to the undeclared enlightened one, Vajjaya Buddha. Though he gave that very rich gift, though he fed 100 Vajjaya Buddha, greater would be the fruit of that which he fed one Tathagata Arahant, fully awakened one. Now we know about the importance of how to give and something about the results of giving. In finishing my talk today, I want to tell how the Buddha concluded his talk. These are the last words of the Buddha in the sutta. The apex of the teaching. What is the words of the Buddha? The one who teaches the Dharma is the giver of the deathless. In the commentary it is explained, the one who gives Dharma talk, who explains the meaning of the commentary, who teaches the Pali text, who answers questions related to the Dharma, and who teaches meditation practice is one who teaches the way that leads to Nibbana. He is the giver of the deathless, because he teaches his supreme teaching. He will himself, in the end, attain Nibbana, the deathless. So the one who gives Dharma talk, the one who answers questions related to the Dharma, is the one who is teaching the way leading to Nibbana. So the one who is translating the Dharma, the one who is having answer to the questions related to the Dharma, who is she? She is the one teaching the way leading to Nibbana. One day she will attain Nibbana. So those who are helping meditators to be able to meditate, those who are helping food cooking food, preparing food for meditators to practice meditation. There are those who are doing to be able to realize Nibbana. How great our opportunity that we are getting here. So, in the Iti Buddhaka, it also says there are these two kinds of giving. The giving of material things and the giving of the Dhamma. What type of giving? Giving of material things and the giving of the Dhamma. Of these two kinds of giving, this is supreme, the giving of the Dhamma. And there are these two kinds of sharing, the sharing of material things and the sharing of the Dhamma. Of these two kinds of sharing, this is supreme, the sharing of the Dhamma. So there are these two kinds of help with material things and help with the Dhamma. Of the two, this is supreme, help with the Dhamma. Now you see, giving of material things and giving of the Dhamma, the supreme one is giving of the Dhamma. So in your life, sometimes you have tried to give material things. You also must try to give giving of the Dhamma. How to do giving of the Dhamma? If you can teach, good. If you can't teach, you should offer the Dhamma book in the form of book, in the form of CD. So it is giving the Dhamma. This is supreme way of giving. Those who understand the teaching of the Buddha. So if they want to make an offer to their intimate friend as a gift, they will give Dhamma book, they will give Dhamma talk CD. So this is the best way. Even they don't understand, even they don't want to read, don't worry, just give. One day, at the right time, it will become very beneficial for them. That giving can improve that person's life. So another thing, sharing of the material things and sharing of the Dhamma. The supreme sharing is sharing of the Dhamma. Now, with intended retreat, you heard a lot, discussing, listening, asking questions. You knew a lot. If you share this knowledge to your friends or to those who want, so it is sharing of the Dhamma. I have shared all of you the true Dhamma. So you have an opportunity to share the true Dhamma. You know Dhamma and Adhamma. Dhamma is true Dhamma. Adhamma is untrue Dhamma. It is very important for all of us to know how beneficial to do or to deliver true Dhamma, how dangerous to deliver untrue Dhamma. It appears in the Anguttara Nikaya, in the chapter 1. The Buddha said, the one who teaches true Dhamma as untrue Dhamma, the one who teaches untrue Dhamma as true Dhamma is the one who is doing for the better of many. The one who teaches true Dhamma as true Dhamma and true Dhamma as untrue Dhamma is the one who is doing for the good of many. Which one should we be? The one who teaches true Dhamma or untrue Dhamma? We must be the one who teaches true Dhamma as true Dhamma. We must not be the one who teaches untrue Dhamma as true Dhamma. Only then we can give the Dhamma, we can share the Dhamma, we can have the Dhamma. Nowadays it is very, very important and we must be very careful. Only when we can listen to Dharma, and only when we can share the true Dharma, so our life, the way of our living will be for the benefit of oneself and for the benefit of others. So that's why our Buddha said in the Dhammapada, Sabba dhanam dhammadhanam jinati, Sabba rasam dhammaraso jinati, Sabba ratim dhammarati jinati, Tanakayo Sabba dukkam jinati. This means the gift of Dharma excels all gifts, and the taste of Dharma excels all tastes. The delight in Dharma excels all delights. Freedom from craving vanquishes all suffering. Among all gifts, the gift of Dharma excels all the other gifts. Among all tastes, the taste of the Dharma is the best. Among all delights, the delight in Dharma is the best. The best one is freedom from craving. Only then we will free from all suffering. You all want to experience a taste of the Dharma? Yes, Monday, but tomorrow we will go back Monday. So I should make a wish. May you all be able to not going home. May you all be able to continue practice meditation here. May you all be able to give the excellent gift. May you all be able to taste the excellent taste. May you all be able to delight in the excellent delights. May you all be able to vanquish all suffering. May you all be the giver of the deathless Nirvana. Okay, finish? Eh? Tomorrow morning. Another talk. Today is the last day, no? What time? 10 to 11? Dhamma. Okay. What Dhamma talk do you want to listen? Not fresh or welcome. Farewell. I must repeat the words of the Buddha, what I had told all of you. The time I gave the talk here also, I have explained a little bit. The time I give instructions for your meditation, in the due time also, I have explained some. In our daily life, very important thing that what we need to do is to be skillful reading the habits of our own mind. If you want to do more wholesome Dharma, and if you want to avoid doing unwholesome Dharma, it depends on how skillful you are reading in the habit of your own mind. Which one do you want to be? The one who is mature and the one who is immature. Mature, right? It depends on how skillful we are in the reading of the habit of our own mind. Who is mature? The one who can forgive and forget, or the one who can't forgive and forget oneself and others? The one who can forgive and forget others and oneself, the one who is mature. Who suffer? The one who can forgive and forget others, or the one who can't? Whose mind is calm and peaceful? The one who can't forgive and forget others, or the one who can? Who has dignity? The one who can forgive others, forget others, or who can't? Okay? So to live peaceful life and to live the one whose mind is mature, with whose mind is mature, is to be skillful reading the habits of one's own mind. To whom people interest, oneself or others? You must answer. Who? To whom? Oneself or others? What I mean is, generally, people interest others. People talk much about others. If you want to improve our life, this is not the right way to do. If you want to improve our life, we must interest our mind. Must interest. What benefit can you get when you are skillful in your mind? The more you know your mind, the more you know your weakness and your strong point. The more you know your weakness, the more you can correct you yourself. The more you know your weakness, the more you can avoid doing and wholesome. The more you know your weakness, the more you can forgive and forget oneself and others. How can you forgive and forget oneself and others when you know your weakness? Before, because of having no skillful reading the habits of our own mind, when we see the mistake and the fault in others, we quickly judge, we quickly complain, or we quickly find fault of others. When you are skillful reading the habits of your own mind, and when you know your weakness more and more, then you correct and you improve you yourself. When you see others, persons, fault and mistake, as you saw before, at that time your mind changes. So when you correct and improve your mind and your life, because of knowing the weakness, at that time when you see the fault of others, mistakes of others, so you will not complain, find fault, and you will not look down as before. Instead, oh, now he did wrong thing, or she did wrong thing, or she has this weakness, he has this weakness. I have too, but I have tried to be skillful in reading the habits of my own mind. Now I know my weakness, I correct it, I improve. Now they have the same thing with me. If they can do as I did, they can improve their life too. In this way, you may think in your mind. Everybody has greed, everybody has hatred, everybody has pride, jealousy, stinginess. When we are being skillful in reading the habits of our own mind, we know sometimes we are angry, we know sometimes we are greedy, we know sometimes we are proud, we know sometimes we are very stingy, we know sometimes we are very jealous. So when you are skillful reading the habit of your own mind, you know these things clearly. When you see in others at that time, instead of complaining, blaming, finding fault, looking down, so you will forgive and forget, oh, this is the same nature of all beings. So you become the one who can forgive and forget others, and you become the one who can live peacefully without getting involved much with others. Before we think something special, what I mean, if we see something, some weakness or some wrongdoing in others, we think it is very special, and we want to complain and find fault. It is involvement. It is participating. It is just causing self-suffering. Because of having skillful reading the habits of one's own mind, you will not think those things as special, or you will not get much involved with that things, but because this is natural, this is what will be going on in the world. You can do more what you need to do in your life. Gradually, day by day, you will become mature. Agree? So you must practically do it. Even we can't practice meditation in our daily life, we must be careful to do, it is to be skillful reading the habits of our own mind. If you want to improve your life one after another, by doing so, you can improve. This is my gift, supreme gift of Dharma. I came Korea just to give supreme gift, the gift of Dharma, not for others. Okay? Any question?
My question is, after developing samadhi, we can penetrate ultimate materiality and mentality with the knowledge or wisdom of penetrating ultimate materiality and mentality. We can have know of dependent origination. We can understand, we can see connection between past life and the present life. The way or method to know, to see the connection is Buddha directly said, or I know it is written in Visuddhimagga. Who explained or
Yes,
something?
here I need to explain a little bit. How can we understand the connection between past life and present life? We teach. I have to explain all of you the way of discerning past life. Two ways. One is using psychic, another using insight knowledge. When we teach meditators to know and see their past life, it is by insight knowledge. So those who descend to their past life with psychic power is after practicing 14 ways. It is mastering one's own mind. After that, they descend to their past. But the meditator to whom we teach to discern dependent origination is just by using their insight knowledge. The difference is the concentration. Psychic concentration and insight concentration. When we teach how to discern dependent origination with vipassana concentration, insight concentration, we teach the way those who practice with psychic concentration, the way they practice to their past life with psychic concentration, we follow, we imitate, or we emulate that way. In emulating that way, we teach meditators to descend to their past life. The way of descending to the past. Okay? The way of descending to the past, when we teach meditators, we use the same way those who practice with psychic concentration. Okay? So in this way we teach. Because of this reason, they can understand. Because, as I told you yesterday, in the Samyutta Nikaya, in the Khanda Samyutta, there is one sutta named Kajaniya Sutta. There the Buddha has said, there is There are bhikkhus and brahmins who can penetrate their past lives with insight knowledge. Their Buddha directly says. In the Abhidhamma, let's see the relation with Angthong Sankhara. But with insight knowledge, bhikkhus can penetrate. It is only explained in that sutta. But connection, Buddha says, Vijja, because of rising of Vijja, Sankhara arise. Because of rising of Sankhara, Vijnana arises. Because of rising of Vijnana, Namarupa arises. It appears in many suttas. Any question?
After knowing one's own mind, the ultimate mind,
No, not because we cannot do others' mind. Can do generally only. Internally, we must discern precisely, externally as a whole, generally. Okay, that's all for today. Will you be able to say goodbye?
Sadhu.